Good morning, I'm Andy Sixsmith and welcome to SportsByte review of the Bucks Short Course Swimming Championships 2012. Over the next 10 minutes or so, I'll be discussing what happened last weekend, the high points, the low points, and also the more humorous points. Now, the University of Sunderland took a 14-strong squad down to Ponsforge in Sheffield, and I am delighted to be accompanied by 4 key members of that squad. We have Sam Talentire, Social Secretary, Alex Council, Coach and Vice President, and Ben Herring and Dima Isakar, who are both swimmers on the team. So guys, first and foremost, can each of you tell me what the best moment of that weekend was? Sam first.
Possibly watching Dima try and make friends with the league teams.
It's an excellent shout, Dima. I think we'll come on to you then in that case.
I made friends, but the half end of the weekend was PB in my 50 freestyle.
What time did you go in your 50-minute freestyle?
26.45.
It's not bad.
Considering how I'm training a couple of years.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Alex, what about you?
Oh, I think just watching such huge performers swimming. Great, incredible swimmers, and some just being able a chance to be in the same building as them is definitely the best.
Any particular names that you were overawed to see?
Oh, definitely Jameson.
Jameson?
Definitely.
Well, the mixed silver medalist, I suppose he stole the show there, didn't he? Ben, come on, what was your best moment of the weekend?
For me, it was just getting away with the team, spending time. I mean, the only time we spent together is training, and it's not the most social area when you're training, so spending some quality time with people was definitely my high point.
It's good to touch upon that, actually. I mean, Sam, from the Social Secretary point of view, how did you feel that the team have come together over the course of the weekend, as opposed to how they were several weeks back when this team was just being established?
It's actually a team now, as opposed to when we went away, it was just a group of little groups who knew each other. Now everyone will have a bit of banter with each other after the experience of the Saturday night, mainly. Yeah, the Saturday night,
well, talk us through, I don't know, which one of you want to talk me through this Pokemon phenomenon that hit Sheffield on Saturday night? I think we'll start with Ben, as it was your idea.
Alex said it was my idea, and I can't really talk you through the Saturday night per se. But it was something fun to do. Everyone got involved.
Definitely.
That was just everyone getting involved.
Yeah.
It didn't matter if you've got to spend £40 on a costume or £4, but if you're involved in that, I think that brought the team together a lot as well.
Yeah.
Seeing everyone looking stupid.
Speaking of looking stupid in costumes, come on, who was the best and who was the worst fancy dress across the weekend? Alex, are we looking at you?
I think Alex was one of the best.
What was Alex? Blastoise, that was it, yeah, Blastoise. Apologies if you don't know anything about Pokemon, the next 20 seconds or so it's going to be very, very dull for you. What was the worst fancy dress across the weekend? I thought Pikachu was alright. Pikachu looked quite good.
He looked very skinny.
He looked very skinny.
Pikachu in the cartoon had a bit more beef on him.
Did he?
The yellow came off a bit.
I'm sure the yellow paint came off as well. It looked better in February when we'll come on to that. Who was the worst fancy dress across the weekend, do you reckon?
Dima, but he wasn't even a Pokemon.
Dima wasn't a Pokemon. No, that doesn't really help. But, alright, we talked about that and we joke about hitting the town on a Saturday night. But how important was it, Alex, that night for the team actually coming together, not only as like a team or a squad, but as a family?
Very, very important. I mean, it became obvious just how important it was the next morning.
Yeah.
I mean, on the Saturday, we were all sort of trying to get to know each other. After that Saturday night, we were as a family. Yes, there was a few people hungover,
yeah.
but everyone was a lot closer together. It was great to see.
Yeah. No, I mean, from a personal perspective, I thought that the team really did gel together over the weekend, and it is more so now a family of mates rather than an actual sports team, which, you know, is what the kind of thing we want to go for. I mean, first and foremost, what would you actually change from a committee perspective, Alex and Sam? What would you change about the weekend?
Next time go with kits, look a bit more professional.
Look a bit more professional. Okay, alright. The suits were alright, though, I thought,
The suits were good.
on the way down. Alex, what would you change about the weekend?
I'm not sure I'll change anything, to be honest. I think it
You're
went
quite satisfied.
that well, I'd say. For the first competition away, pretty damn happy.
That's not bad. I mean, you mentioned competition, that word there. We've got Ben and Dima who did pretty much the same events, 50-metre fly, 100-metre freestyle. What's the rivalry like between you? Is it a friendly rivalry? What does it stretch back to?
It's a very strong but friendly rivalry.
Yeah. It's not so much I'm going to beat Dama or Dama's going to beat me. It's you do your swims. If you're in the same heat,
It's just kind of like
the same
2
heat.
minutes.
It's we want each other to do well.
Yeah.
It's not about damn you beat me. It's if you beat me, well done. But if I beat you.
It's excellent now because I mean I noticed that Dima, you were in one of the first heats for the 100 metre freestyle, and Ben was a couple of in the next heat actually, very next heat, and it showed that you almost upped your game to see that, and I mean that's good to have within the team, just that little bit of rivalry. With the dust settling now, Bucks has finished last weekend, we're all recovered just. But what next? What are the training plans for you, Alex, ahead of the Bucks Championships in February?
I think looking towards the next Bucks in February, I think it's just actually getting everyone into training, into the pool, and actually, rather than having everyone trying to get to know each other, it's got to the point now, 5 minutes, sit down, and get training properly.
And Sam, how helpful do you think will Bucks prove in encouraging people to actually start attending the training sessions?
It's certainly a motivation because everyone knows it's not just about the racing now on the weekend, but if they are prepared to commit to the training, there'll be other incentives.
Well, we said there, we've got Ben and Dean now, obviously. How much of an effect is it going to have on you? Did you watch over at the weekend and think, you know what, I actually do want to get back into the training perspective?
Yeah, I was looking at people and I was thinking, I could probably swim faster than them if I tried training properly.
Yeah.
So
A little bit of motivation. Yeah. Ben, what about you?
It was 3 years since I'd last competed, and I've never stopped swimming because I didn't like competing. And I was like, I've got the bug again.
Yeah.
I love it. And I would, like Dana said, I was looking at people who I used to swim with, who were getting into finals and thinking, I was faster than you.
Yeah.
I want to get back to that. I can. Obviously, I've got uni commitments, but
yeah.
I can do it.
It's definitely all more goal. I mean, you both hit on it there. Actually, racing people who you used to beat. I mean, I watched Michael Jameson, and I used to race against him when I was 11, 12, good long time ago now. And to see him winning an Olympic silver medal, and you think, you know, what could have been? But you know, different ideas. Now, the thing is, there's obviously over 50 teams going down to Sheffield for the Bucks Championships. Was there a particular team you liked? Was there a particular team you disliked, Alex?
Liked in terms of social side or competing?
As an all-round side.
An all-round side. I think we the team sort of sitting next to us got along very well. The Westminster, they were a new team coming in, which ended up socialising with them very easily.
Yeah. Sam, what about you?
I enjoyed Durham's attempt at dancing.
Enjoyed Durham's attempt at dancing. Just to fill you in, folks, Durham was one of their guys' birthdays on the weekend, and they decided to embark on an impromptu version of the Gangnam Style dance move right across the end of a pool. If you haven't seen it, I'm sure if you check our Facebook page or even YouTube it, it will pop up. It's definitely worth seeing, I would have said. What about you, Ben? Any particular team that you disliked? Sterling. All right, that's a one out of left field. Why Sterling?
I didn't feel like they were there to be friendly. They were very, I think it was the word.
Too competitive.
Too competitive.
You could say it wasn't about having fun and doing well. It was about doing well, and that was it.
Yeah.
Whereas I think Bath and Loughborough, even though they are like very high performers, you could see they still wanted to have a good time.
Yeah.
And
they were having a laugh and they wanted to.
Whereas Sterling, it just seemed far too serious, and you never saw them really socialising with any other groups from different universities.
Yeah.
Where you could see when you're down waiting a race, people from Loughborough or Bath, they were taught people from Sterling. Just.
It's a strange one. I've heard that about Sterling a few times. Just they're definitely below the levels of Bath and Loughborough, but they aspire to be on that level, so they think they have to be extra professional to actually get there. It's a shame, really, but I mean,
they have some quality swimmers.
They do, yeah, they do. I mean, I noticed over the course of the weekend they were hitting PBs, they were hitting extremely good times, and you know, it's just a shame that they can't actually incorporate that social side into it as well. But Dima, what about you? Is there a particular team that you disliked?
Maybe Manchester Met. Just have a megaphone. Just shut up over the calls.
Yeah.
And especially Sunday morning.
Oh God. What was Sunday morning like for you, Dima?
It was eventful.
Eventful?
Yeah.
Okay, alright.
Endless.
Mainly just recovering from a Saturday night. I'm sure I remember nothing.
It was an interesting night, let's be honest. Okay, well, let's start wrapping it up. Sam, Alex, as part of the committee, what's next for this university team?
I think now that we've sort of know each other, getting into training and trying to develop it, both size and ability, so that next box we go to, hopefully we'll be able to actually put our name down and get ourselves noticed.
Yeah. Sam?
Socially, plans are being made for next February already.
What's the next fancy dress on the list?
Superheroes fair?
Yeah, probably.
Is this your idea again?
No, I embrace it.
Well, if it's as eventful as Pikachu and Pokemon were, I didn't mean to highlight Pikachu as the one off there. I mean, he looked pretty good, I thought, but I might be slightly biased. But superheroes could work, definitely, as long as no one starts running around Sheffield half naked at 2 o'clock in the morning, I suppose. Everyone will be happy.
That's never happened.
It's never happened for this team. We're a nice, clean team, just to highlight. Okay, well, what can we actually learn, do you think, guys, from this weekend to take into February's championships, Sam?
I think just to keep going as we are, but maybe push the training side a little bit more, so we'll have chances of getting people a little bit further in the first heat.
Dima, what do you think?
I agree with Sam, just more training really, because overall the weekend was fantastic, just train well, combat.
Yeah. Ben, do you think?
The fact that being on Forge now, because it is an experience, the first time you go there, it's massive. I mean, if anyone's been to the Aquatic Centre, it's a lot bigger than the Aquatic Centre.
Sure.
And I think just it can be, even if they don't show it, it can be a bit overwhelming. That many people watching, I think that experience will help people as well.
Yeah. Alex, you have final say on this?
I think definitely pushing up the times and the training, but definitely keeping the social side of it as well.
Has to be done. Everyone has to experience the social side, unfortunately. Well, guys, we are running out of time, but Ben, Alex, Sam, Dima, many thanks for joining me on the show today. So, with 3 months to go until the Bucks Long Course Championships in February, it looks like it's going to be a rather busy festive period for the Sunderland Swimmers as they aim to build on last weekend's successes. But, whatever the case in February, it looks as if this squad is going places, and quickly. From me, Andy Sixsmith, thank you for watching, and goodbye.